Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Zelda Randomizer Random Percent Tournament here on Randomania 2. Tonight we have a winner's bracket round of 32 matchup between Crystal Saver and jkoper. Hi, everyone. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and calling the exciting action tonight with me is Dracia. Boy, do we have an exciting matchup in store tonight.
Oh, this is absolutely amazing. I mean, like we were talking about beforehand, like Saver being one of the absolute top dogs of Z1 and jkoper being one of the absolute top dogs of Rando. Like this is going to be one heck of a match and a great way to close out the night.
Oh, it certainly is here. And not to mention, this is a round of 32 matchup. I mean, you could easily see this as being like a quarter semis or even a championship matchup. But this is a round of 32 matchup, and it's not going to get easier for either one of these competitors, whoever emerges, because the winner is going to take on either Thurwolf, who was a runner-up a couple of years ago, or C. Falcon, who's a pretty tough opponent in himself.
Yeah, this is it's been a very interesting. I mean, the placement of the brackets itself was entirely randomized as well. You know, we had two wheels spun, one being the name, one being the seed number.
All right, folks, it looks like we are underway. So anything goes here just about in random percent, and we are starting with a level on jkoper's end. However, we're not going to know what that level is. We do know that all 8 Triforce pieces are going to be required to get to level 9.
Oh, sorry. We have also started with the Lord Banana, all hail, and the Red Ring. And it looks like we have started with 5 pieces.
Nice. So that means we need to pick up 3. And by the way, when picking up Triforces, you specifically have to fill in the correct gaps. It's not good enough just to pick up any Triforce piece. You have to pick up the Triforce piece that belongs to the level. And look at this. Bosses are 0 HP. How cool is that?
Well, that is an amazing thing to have a banana start with. And jkoper also finds an early Triforce, but he may not need that. It looks like, oh, hello, Patra.
Yeah, hi, Patra. Bye, Patra.
We've got a boomstick seed.
Ooh, that's nice. And at a relatively cheap price, too, at 182 rupees, because the vanilla price of that boomstick is 200 rupees. Now, we don't know. I don't think the boomerang, the enemies are at 0 HP. We know bosses are 0 HP, but Saver, considering he's not going after the enemies, doesn't look like they're not. They're definitely not 0 HP.
Well, 0 HP bosses is always nice to see, and looks like the Triforces that we are going to need to get are 7, 8, and either 2 or 3, because we are not sure whether we've got first, second, or shapes for our front half.
Right, you are there. So, yep, we know for a fact that they have 5 Triforce pieces. It's definitely 1, 4, 5, and 6, but 2 and 3, that is up for grabs. But 7 and 8 are definitely required, and go figure, those are the 2 biggest dungeons we have. And looking at jkoper's map, I can't tell if it's first quest or shapes.
Either way, it is a dungeon that we already have the Triforce for, because he got the compass, and we do not have a blinking square.
Had the square.
Oh, there we go.
That is vanilla level 5.
So we've got a first quest front half, so we are missing level 3 and 7 and 8.
And of course, the second half could also be first quest, but that also, that could be shapes, could be second quest, you never know. And Saver trying to find the Armo statue item, said finds a staircase, and gonna find some money. The first secret worth 29 rupees. That is not very good for a medium. It's anywhere between 25 and 40, so definitely on the lower end of the spectrum.
It's at least almost vanilla, but definitely still on the low side. Not what we want to see.
No, and especially if it's a second quest situation where you only have one large secret. Here's another money. Oh, speaking of small secrets, a whopping 3 rupees. Don't spend it all in one place, as jkoper finds a heart container, which means we can now confirm that heart containers are part of the shuffle.
Possibly so. We have not seen the coast item yet.
That is
which
true.
Saver is just about to check after this cave.
Alright,
and it looks like we have Book to Understand.
Yep, and it's 21 rupees as the penalty, and we do have heart containers, so now we can confirm that heart containers are part of the shuffle.
Which is always fun for us to see, and a little bit less than savory for the runners to see.
jkoper still exploring here in level 5. There is a floor item, which again could be anything. It could be something very important. And of course, in random percent Ganon may or may not be required to complete the game. Depends if we need the bow and silver arrows. We'll see. jkoper trying to get through this patch, but even on Red Ring, you're still losing half a heart per bop. And in an NSU room, not very fun.
Not fun at all, but that red ring does make it a lot easier to get through that room. Because without the red ring, 2 bops from that Patra, and we would be toast.
That's right, because it takes away 2 hearts, as Saber found another medium secret. Now I'm going to check where you normally see Candle. Unfortunately, it's another door repair penalty down to 19 rupees.
It's a 21 rupee repair cost.
Yep.
Which is just above vanilla.
Right, 15 to 25 is the range of that door repair penalty. Here's another cave, as jkoper is going to pick up this Triforce in level 5. Saber finding another small secret, so that's the second small secret we have found.
And chat speculating that Cobra may have been looking for keys. 5 does have a reputation, especially First Quest 5, of being pretty key generous.
And another door repair penalty is going to leave Crystal Saver all but bankrupt.
Well, we haven't seen bomb prices yet, as he walks into a new level.
Yes, indeed. So we'll see what level this could be sometime later, but we do have a bunch of Stealthos, and doesn't look like they're second quest enemies. One of them would have fired by now. And Saber does not like seeing that man Handla. He's out of there. That's a good point. Looks like level 3, and you know what? Given what we saw in level 5, it's possible that dungeon colors are not shuffled.
Yeah, palette swap may or may not be off.
Yeah, if the palettes aren't shuffled, then that may be level 3. The speculation could be true. A few people in chat pointed that out. So Crystal Saber is going to check the vanilla level 3 spot. No bonus candles here in the bonus cave, and this is either first quest or mixed, so there's going to be 3 large secrets for sure.
That is not a bait price you want to see. Granted, that is the expensive bait. It's still expensive.
That's right, Dracia. The expensive bait is anywhere between 80 and 120 rupees, so it's above its vanilla price. We're looking for the cheap bait that could be required, which is anywhere between 40 and 80 rupees.
And with the no extra candles, that means that we've got to scrounge up those 40 to 80 rupees for the candle as well.
jkoper finds a money-making game, but opting not to gamble his 45 rupees. He is going to check to see if maybe we found an armor sign. Hey, it's a power bracelet.
Definitely not bad. Especially given the fact that we can have Overworld Woodsword box, although we may just have any roads for this for the power bracelet spots there. But
By the way, I've got some bad. Go ahead.
With the Overworld Woodsword box, that means that anything that you can find on the Overworld that is a permanent item, so if you find, say, the Armos item being the power bracelet, or the red candle, or something to that effect, then the Woodsword can be blocked, the cape for the Woodsword can be blocked by what you would find as the Armos item. Long and short of it being that it is possible for the Woodsword to be power bracelet blocked. But, more will be revealed.
Anyways, Crystal Saver did find the power bracelet. Bad news on the price of the cheap bait. It's the most expensive price. It could be 80 rupees. But the good news is we have a discount on the wooden arrows. 80 is the normal price. It's down to 69 rupees.
Nice. Oh
Good
man,
one,
I did not even intend that one, but I'm gonna pretend like I did.
Right, you are. We find the Take Any Roads, and it looks like they're vanilla.
Definitely not bad. There are better Take Any locations.
And another small secret for jkoper. He's up to 27 rupees. Crystal Saver has no money to his name now.
And he's checking the top of Lost Hills.
is really looking like a full-blown first quest. I don't see this being mixed. Hey, it's the wood sword.
Up at the top of the mountain.
All right, so Saber, the first of our 2 runners to find the all-important stabbing device.
And we do have a mixed overworld.
Oh, it is a mixed overworld. Okay.
The vanilla 2Q4 and the
There you go.
vanilla
Yep, so
2Q3.
first quest mixed indeed. So we have not 1 but 2 recorder lakes. And here's some hints. Now those hints may or they could be helpful. Who knows?
With them not being vanilla prices, it is likely that they will be helpful, or at the very least mixed.
Yep, they could be helpful, or we could have some funny community lines that the Zelda Randomizer community has provided over the years.
We'll find out after we find the book, I guess.
Most certainly, because purchasing the hints right now will do us no good. We need to get the book. So the book not only is our boomstick, but it is also the translator as well.
And it also may or may not be an atlas. We can have all 3 in one go.
True. It's possible.
And Saber is diving into what we know to be level 5.
Yep, we know a heart container was the staircase item. We do not know, however, what the ground item is. As Saber finds his first bonus heart container, that'll take him up to 4 hearts. That's a 1 in 3 chance of picking up the white sword item if the price is shuffled between 4 and 6 hearts. That also is a possibility. So in his case, it's a 1 in... let's see. It's 50-50. 50-50. No. I take that
1 in 3.
It's 1 in 6. 1 in 6. I can math. I know it's 9 o'clock in the evening, but I can still math.
Looks like we do have permanent sword beam, which is nice to see. Makes
That
combat
was-
just a little bit easier.
Yeah, very nice. That's something that's brand new to the random percent tournament compared to the last time we had a random percent tournament. Yeah, permanent sword beams. You gotta love that.
Yeah, I mean, not that either of our runners need help in the combat department, but they're not going to turn it down.
Yeah, that is for sure. And now we are 11 minutes in just about, and although we have 5 Triforce pieces, we have no new Triforce pieces to either player's name at this point. But Crystal Saber going to get some bomb drops from the levers there. I wonder if that's shuffled. It's possible our item groups have been shuffled, unless he forced.
I don't believe he forced, so... But I could be wrong.
Alright, so... There's nothing in vanilla level 1, and that was a bomb force, so it's hard to say at this point if they were shuffled. We saw a 5 rupee come out of the lever, which the red levers are normally in the money dropping group, so it's possible that that may not be shuffled.
The blue candle rolled to a not nice 69 rupees.
Yeah, not so nice 69, because that is above the vanilla price of 60.
It's looking like we're gonna have a pretty costly seed. Hopefully our runners see something nice for the large secret.
Nice try, jkoper, with only 14 rupees, decided to play the money-making game, but unfortunately it cost him 11 rupees. Had he picked the one on the left, he would have found a jackpot of 57.
Well, popping in, seeing the gambling den, not having much money. Always nice to at least check.
Yeah, and you know what? I would have done the same thing with so little rupees. I would have taken a chance. You know, you could have won a lot of rupees there. It just didn't work out for jkoper, but maybe next time. As Crystal Saber's going to do some Death Mountain exploration and find another door per penalty. Being this is first quest mix, there's going to be 9 of those buddies.
The blue ring rolled down a few rupees as well, but that's completely moot because they started with the red.
Correct. They're not going to have to build up that money, especially if it's a poverty seed that's not really going to make much of a difference. Now, that blue ring price, to my knowledge, is anywhere between 230 and 254. I've never seen it be 255, and it's possible that Fred may have just programmed it that way, but I believe that is the range, is 230 to 254. If it lands outside that range, fun fact, by the way, if it lands outside the range, then the price is going to be 250. That's why you see 250 more often than not.
That makes sense. I wasn't sure if there was like something to kind of catch the overflow.
Yep, absolutely. So Crystal Saber continue to explore Death Mountain, finds another secret and another medium one for 29 rupees. Here's more money for Saber and another small secret. That might be all of the small secrets for all we know. That's at least 3, if not all 4.
Yeah, and of course with our runner's luck, all of the large secrets are going to be candle blocked.
Or they're going to be, in the raft spots. We do find the letter. Get this. This is the vanilla second quest location of the letter. Very interesting.
Definitely very interesting. As jkoper forces a nice bomb drop as well. And jkoper is at 6 hearts, so he's guaranteed the white sword item wherever it may be.
Some people think it might be second quest over where the thing is, we didn't see the cave where level 3 is. We actually saw a dungeon. Unless, of course, that's changed since we've last done random %.
That's the way of telling whether it's mixed or second. Is 3 and 5.
Yeah, it's definitely a mixed overworld, but I honestly thought that if the level 3 dungeon look was in level 3 spot, I honestly thought that would mean it's first quest, not second quest mix. But what do I know?
That I have no idea about. But hey.
Yeah, that must be something new, considering that it's been a while since I've done commentary on random %. I mean, the logic that I know, I guess I could just throw it all out the window. But anyway, let's get back to the race here. jkoper looks like he's heading towards the Armo spot where the blue ring is normally sold in first quest.
And he will find what we believe to be level 3 right here. Yeah, with that entrance spot, that's definitely 3.
Yep, and Saber now has enough cash to purchase that candle, so now he can start burning bushes.
This jkoper is making short work of some Stalfos. Looks like they rolled down.
Yep, and then we did get some confirmation that is a new feature for it. It is, even though it is first quest mixed in terms of, dungeon layouts or whatever, caves, and etc., the distributions, it looks like, is leaning towards the second quest. And if that's the case, then we're talking about just 1 large secret, 6 small secrets, and 10 door repair penalties.
Gotcha. And, jkoper walks into a ladder block, the other wooden thing.
Yeah, this is the one thing that you normally see in Zelda Randomizer races is ladder block. Actually, now that I think about it, now I think I figured out how you can determine if it's first or second quest cave distributions. The power bracelet spots, the whistle spots, I guess that might be a telltale. But again, I could be wrong, and I probably am, but let's get back to the race. Yep, level 3 indeed on jkoper's side. It's just either going to be 4 or 6 on Crystal's side.
And he's not going to stay to find out.
Alright, so we'll get back there later. Looks like we're getting confirmation that was indeed level 6 on Crystal Saber's side, as we find a moblin running the potion shop. Need a letter to show that Crystal Saber does have the letter, but opting not to show it at this time.
And jkoper rounds up a handful of wall masters, gets a heart for his troubles.
Up to 7 hearts, 3 hearts away from a shot at the magical sword, and considering how early it is, and yep, there's a burn bush that doesn't bush. That's normally where you'd find vanilla level 8, no such luck.
A bush that doesn't bush.
Not at all. This one might burn, let's take a look. No, neither one of them burn. Wow.
jkoper walking into the correct side of the shoot room.
Indeed, so can't burn that bush either. That's another one that's been shuffled out. We can burn this bush, and we're gonna find another medicine shop. Alright, another door repair penalty. Gonna knock Saber down to 16 rupees as jkoper's still trying to find items here in level 3. Again, because it's first quest, we know for a fact that the first staircase he finds will have the item, and as you can see, the blinking Triforce, he needs this Triforce out of level 3.
And Saber's a 9.
18 minutes and 25 seconds in. So candle required to get access to level 9, which is definitely a huge advantage at the moment for Crystal Saber.
And hey, the heart is... Well, you need at least 5 hearts to get a heart.
Yep, 4 to 6. So there was a 5 and 6 chance that Crystal Saber was going to end up picking that up, and he's able to do so. So he's now up to 6 hearts. Meanwhile, jkoper has found our staircase item here in level 3, and what do we have? The wand. That's a nice find.
That is never something that our runners will pass up, especially this early in the seed.
And don't forget,
especially
Dracia,
with a boomstick.
That is correct. That's exactly what I was about to tell you there, Dracia. This is indeed a boomstick seed, so if jkoper can rack up 182 rupees and go back to the boomstick store, that's unlimited bombs for him.
Which is exceedingly helpful as Saber finds mags at the right side of Candle Row.
Yep, that's normally where a 30 rupee secret is, but unfortunately you need anywhere between 10 and 14 hearts to pick it up, and we can't burn that spot. Yeah, that is true because it's second quest distribution, only one large secret. If that large secret is pitiful, yeah, forget buying the boomstick.
Heck, even if it's a laws approved large secret, with the rest of the secrets, it's still boomstick might not be in the cards, especially with Candle being a required purchase.
That was a good pun there. I like that, Dracia.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, because there are 6 small secrets, anywhere between 1 and 20 rupees, and it's only 3 rupees. Yeah. And the medium being as low as it is, yeah, gonna be tough.
Lionels seem to be our common overworld enemy. They are just everywhere. And Koper checks the extreme southwest, finds a potion shop.
We've seen a lot of potion shops, and considering there are more potion shops than second quest, this could indeed be second quest. But again, much harder to tell these days than back in the old days when we did random percent. And Saber finding another blue ring shop, no shortage of those.
And Koper is making his way to the extreme northeast, checking all 4 corners. And Koper walks into level 6, decides to take a peek around. At least we said it probably is 6, correct?
Yeah, we believe it's level 6, but we're not 100% sure. Here's a bomb upgrade potential, 108 rupees though. It's above the vanilla price, and it's anywhere between 2 and 6 extra bombs that the runner is going to get if they can make that purchase. Yeah, this is the level that Crystal was ladder blocked from.
That is most certainly level 6.
Now, although we don't need the Triforce out of this level, whether it's 4 or 6, we may need something important if it turns out we need to defeat Gandon.
Yeah, the interesting thing about starting with several Triforces is that you could still end up having to dig several of those dungeons for the items.
Yeah, that ladder block could be a blessing in disguise, considering that we only have wood sword, and those orange wizards take 4 hits if the HP is a shovel, which it doesn't look like it is, and 10 HP for those blue wizards.
Nice manhandling the fight with Saber.
Very nice indeed.
Saber quickly making his way to the top of the Manji, where he will find the handful of Wall Masters and that heart container, which will put him up to 9 hearts.
Yeah, so once he gets that heart, yeah, he'd be 1 heart away from having a chance at the magical sword. Yeah, enemy HP definitely doesn't look like it's shuffled. It looks vanilla to me.
Yeah, I did not see what the Manhandler's HP looked like.
I said it was 0 HP bosses. I'm starting to think it's shuffle HP bosses. I think the Waldorm simply had 0 HP.
I think you're right on that one, because their vanilla is 2 HP per segment, right?
Right. So, and if it's plus or minus 2 or even plus or minus 4, 0 is definitely in the range. So, yeah, I think it's shuffled.
Or we could possibly have a 0 HP Ganon up ahead, or even a completely unrequired Ganon as Koper. Lines up a nice boomerang to get that Force Bomb drop off the Tektite.
Yeah, very nice job indeed. There's the compass for Saber, so now he knows exactly where the Triforce is. It's one room above him, but he's only got one key left. And then he finds the Chevy room, which is not a pleasant sight. So Saber, let's see, he's going to spend his only key, and he'll find his Triforce here in level 3.
And it's looking like all drops are in their vanilla rooms as well. Triforces being in Triforce rooms, and the Heart Drop in 3 being in that desert room, which is where the vanilla Manhandle fight is.
That's a good point. Those drops looks like they may not have shuffled, so that is knowledge that these runners can use to their advantage to know exactly where the drops could be in all these dungeons. Yeah, Saber going back to level 3 didn't get the staircase item. Oh! Did you see what the price of bombs were, Dracia?
Way more than they should be.
One below the maximum price. That is not good. That is not good at all. And I think it might be the rare shop, too.
Heck, 5 packs of bombs get you a boomstick.
Yeah, all I have to say about that is thank you very next. No sale. I'm purchasing those bombs.
And we've got, based on this palette, this must be level 4 if we've found 6 in the northeast.
Right, and if this is the staircase, this is going to be the staircase item, because again, level 4 is the last of the original dungeons that does not have a transport staircase. So if this is indeed the push block, but it isn't, it's a red herring.
And if it is all vanilla floor drops, does that mean that we'll have the double block room for our staircase item in 4 the way that we had the corridor in 3? Or was the corridor in 3 just a coincidence?
I guess we'll see. If the staircase in 3 is a double block room, then I'm starting to think rooms aren't shuffled. I mean, we have the shoot room here, the famous horizontal shoot room in level 3, so it's quite possibly the truth. We'll see.
Does level 3 have a Chevy room, though, is my
level
next
3
question.
Does, no, level 3 doesn't have a Chevy room. You're right, so I think the rooms are still shuffled. It was just coincidence, it's looking like.
Although this double block could hold our item.
Maybe. We'll see. Nope, just another red herring.
No shortage of keys in 4, which is, we're probably going to find the any key here.
It's a little too early to call for the any key. If these runners had like 10 keys, I'd agree with you there, Dracia, but 2 keys, I don't think we're going to see the any key here. Watch me be wrong now.
I mean, I'm just saying with how generous 4 has been about keys so far, just with the route, although Koper did run into a lovely ladder block. And Saber finds
ladder, as I always like to say, ladder is king when it comes to the Zelda Randomizer, and hopefully for jkoper's sake, there is no item that is required here out of level 4, because it doesn't need the Triforce out of level 4, but who knows? There could be an item there that may be pivotal to complete this quest.
You are absolutely right there, Laz.
Alright, so jkoper in the Death Mountain region right now, Crystal Saver in the Dead Woods now. And let's see what his next move is going to be. He's going to try to burn this bush, and he can burn it and find some money. Let's see how much. Hey, we'll take that.
If he wants it. He's got
Yep, he definitely has enough. You're right, so he could buy it, and it's definitely laws approved. So looking at the money, I'd still say it's below average, though. It's below average money.
It certainly is. And I'm thinking that this is level 8.
It's 8. Yeah. This is level 8 for sure.
And probably first quest by the looks of it.
Yeah, because if there are 4 rooms on the bottom row, that's definitely the telltale sign of a first quest level 8. If there was a whole bunch of rooms, then it'd be second quest.
And our enemy sets seem to be kind of... Like, we had Dark Nuts in 4, we got the Raft in 8.
The thing is, though, there were Gorillas in level 3, and that's something you normally don't see in level 3. It's the Dark Nut set, typically. I believe the enemy set is still shuffled. It's just coincidental that we've seen, Wizrobes in 6, and we've seen Dark Nuts in 8, but there were Gorillas in 3, which is just not the case. Speaking of not the case, Spectacle Rock is a no-go for jkoper.
Spectacle Rock is an entrance to nothing.
It was an entrance to death, but now it is an entrance to nothing. Good day, sir.
Vanilla 9 just kind of closed up shops in the first and second quest locations. Just decided to move to the forest.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, this definitely looks like level 8. And maybe Patrick Wayne is guarding our second staircase out. Of course, there is a transport staircase somewhere. Nice Patrifight there from Saver. So let's take a look here. And nope, that's the transport. So next staircase Saver finds will be his second staircase out.
The Zolls are always a nice enemy to find. And
Yep,
we've got, this looks like level 1.
That's 1. It is definitely 1. 3 items in here, so jkoper could gain some valuable equipment provided he's not ladder blocked, which has certainly been the story so far in this scene.
Or, well, I was going to say or key blocked, but it looks like with 3 keys, he should be in good shape.
Should be.
We got a breakfast room.
Yeah, a breakfast room in level 1 with all of the fixins. Yeah, the keyword is should be enough keys, because level 1 tends to be a level that is full of locked doors, but jkoper in pretty good shape at the moment.
And we've got Oops All Dodongos over in level 8.
Oh, and a heart container in its normal position, might I add. And we have the magical boomerang as the floor drop in level 1, and jkoper will say pass.
Yeah, he's already got a banana, doesn't need a blue one.
Three-headed Gleeok that jkoper wants no part of, so now he's looking for... There's another floor drop item somewhere, and of course there's a staircase item too.
Whoa! That is a lovely room to find.
And that is not a lovely room to find Wizrobes in, but jkoper knows, just pick up the map, get the heck out of there, and try a different route.
Yeah, that map is was a nice little indicator of, no, just leave this room.
Yeah, chat making a good observation there that Crystal Saver's playing with Select Swap, which is definitely
Excuse
outside.
me, what?
That's what I'm getting indication of, is that he's using Select Swap. I know, I'm getting the same reaction you are, Dracia, because he normally doesn't play with that on. Uh-oh, we have a vanilla choice mugger room here, and he's going to fork over the heart container.
I would, with money being as thin and as Dracia attempts English, take 2.
Ooh, a potential ladder block here at level 8.
Thankfully, Dig Dogger's not blocking anything.
Nope, because it's a key, so we know we don't have to take it down. So whistle not required at this particular juncture. jkoper checking to see if maybe it's second quest staircases, but that didn't push. Another breakfast room here. This level 1 is full of breakfast rooms. Full of keys as well. This is not normal. This is not normal for a level 1 here, Dracia. He's up to 7 keys. This shouldn't happen in level 1.
He started with 3. He should be leaving with
0.
Like, -1, yes.
Meanwhile, Saver is in a precarious spot right now. He's found the staircase where the second item is, but it is heavily guarded by 8 Pulse Voices. And he's only got 1 heart left. Half a heart damage it's going to do. He's almost through, though. Does take down one of them. He'll get to the finish line. What does he get? Ooh! White sword.
Definitely not a bad item to find.
That's a great item to find there on Crystal Saber's side, so he's going to be handsomely rewarded with double the attack power.
And that with the
nice.
The white sword plus the wand, he's pretty much doing white sword damage, or magical sword damage to anything that's not a Wizrobe.
Right, because unfortunately for these runners' sake, Wizrobes are impervious to wand beams.
Indeed they are. Koper has got some fancy footwork in a quite nasty room.
Yeah, this is not what you like to see. Blue Wizrobes and bubbles? No thanks.
Heck, even blue Wizrobes without bubbles.
Oh, and that is a tough loss there for jkoper. Means he's going to have to do that room over again.
And he was taking that room on without bombs as well.
Yeah.
So he was just wood sword and
10 hits. 10 hits for each blue Wizrobe. Yeah, that's a tough break there because had he froze the room by leaving and re-entering, he could have saved his progress, but jkoper decided to go all in and he paid the price.
I wonder why he isn't, oh wait, this is the Aquamentus room, which means that it's probably going to have our other floor drop, yeah.
Yes, you are absolutely correct. This is the reason why he's taken this room out. You are right. There goes one of the Wizrobes.
Oh wow, a very clean room.
Ooh,
and he gets the magical shield for his efforts.
Ooh, yep, and remember, because this is a boomstick shield, or a boomstick seed rather, excuse me, that means one magical shield is replaced in the shuffle where the book normally would be.
And it's a nice room to pick it up. Walking into basically a Silver Arrows room.
As Crystal Saber finds the Triforce in level 8, so now he just needs the Triforce out of level 7, and he'll be set to go into level 9.
And we don't know yet if Silvers or even Bow will be required, because Ganon might not be required at all.
True.
And if there are no Goma blocks, then we may not even need the Bow.
And also keep in mind, you know, there is a flag for Red Ring and Silver Arrows forced to level 9. We know that is not going to be the case because these runners are already starting. Now, wait just a minute. Wait a minute. There's another Red Ring. That's right. So we still can see Red Ring and Silver Arrows in level 9.
Correct, because our starting items do not affect the actual item pool.
Correct.
So they will still find Lord Banana and they will still find the Red Ring somewhere.
Given what we've currently seen so far, you know, this is not 100% confirmation, but given what we've currently seen, I'm starting to get the suspicion it's Silver Arrows and Red Ring and 9.
Yeah, we have not seen level
look at this.
2. Saber's getting the boomstick.
Yep, he had the maximum 255 rupees. What better way to spend your money than go all out and not have to worry about purchasing or forcing bombs? That's a great choice for Saber.
As jkoper gets the any key as the floor drop in 5.
Oh, that's great. So any key troubles that jkoper might have had, they're now a thing of the past. But he was sitting pretty on
What was that?
already.
Any key troubles?
Yeah! By the way, the bomb shop is not the rare shop. We just saw another one on Crystal Saber's side.
Oh man, and I don't know if any of our viewers have never seen the glory of Saber with a boomstick and a red ring. He is no longer Crystal Saber, he is now Crystal Lawnmower.
Well, this race isn't over by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, Saber is in a better spot at the moment, considering he's only one Triforce away. But again, if Ganon is required, all bets are off at this point.
Absolutely so. And he's going to make much shorter work of these Wizrobe rooms in level 1.
jkoper once again with low money tried to play the money-making game again. If he would have went left, he could have captured the 57 rupee jackpot. Instead, he lost her.
Of course, gambler's fallacy. If he takes the left again, he's not going to get it.
Yeah, because the game knows. All right, so Saber passing up on the magical boomerang, the scrap metal, the inferior model, the superior model, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and he gets the double whammy by picking the minus 37 in the money-making game. Yeah, jkoper now 0 for 5 in money-making game. Ugh, you hate to see it.
Saber just making a perfect example of what happens with a boomstick and a red ring in his possession. That Wizrobe room that Coper up 8 out of that had the map, Saber just decided heck with it and just destroyed the entire room in a matter of about 5 seconds.
Yeah, for sure. Saber, well, he hasn't picked up the magical shield, but I haven't talked about the magical shield yet because, you know, we rarely see it in the Zelda Randomizer. And he gets the whammy again. Man, jkoper having no luck in money-making game. He's now 0 for 6.
Takes a retry, though.
Ooh! Saber finds the ladder. I don't believe jkoper found it.
He did not.
Wow, what a huge find there for Crystal Saber. Oh, because he was bomb blocked! You needed bombs to get it, and jkoper didn't have any!
Oh, gosh.
Oh, you hate to see it, folks, but that is just the way Zelda Randomizer goes sometimes. Resource management, and that's just a terrible break there for jkoper.
Resources are everything.
Yep.
Saber's gonna go ahead and grab that heart.
Now, as it stands, because he has a 10% chance, not a 20% chance. He has a 10% chance that he could get the magical sword. And the reason why I say 10% is it's still a 50-50 chance if the requirement is even shuffled to begin with.
That makes sense.
And another small
About to say, what are you talking about?
Hey, normally,
10%, but...
normally there's a docking fee there when we play randomized, but this time it's the dock that pays you. Only 3 rupees, but better than losing 21.
I swear, Saber is just destroying all of the enemies in his way for fun.
Oh, absolutely. He's having a lot of fun with this boomstick, and can't say I blame him. Boomstick is definitely a fun weapon to have here in the Zelda Randomizer, and it's great to bring it back again.
The really fun part is, every now and then runners are able to line up the boomstick along just like you would line up the wand flame with bushes sometimes.
Right. Saber considered a purchase there as jkoper now finds the ladder, and then, by the way, our suspicion was correct about, you know, we had saw the corridor room for level 3. That merely was coincidence because the item in level 1 was behind a double block room, not a diamond staircase.
Okay. Yeah, and 4's item was behind a double block. So it just kind of red herrings, I guess.
Saber doing the wise thing, not playing the money-making game. Again, jkoper has had no luck. He's 0 for the century, as they say in Major League 2.
Major League 2.
Yes, when Doran comes to the plate against a pitcher that he's never gotten a hit off of.
God. I don't know, that's all Super Nintendo RPGs to me.
Alright, so jkoper now looks like he's heading towards where the candle shop would normally be in first quest. Saber doesn't find anything in Spectacle Rock, which we already knew. jkoper has just enough money to purchase that candle. I wonder if that's what he was trying to play money-making game for, was to buy a candle.
That's top priority to buy at this point, because he has not had it. not found it yet, or bought one yet, or words.
jkoper gets his heart container, which was our white sword item. He's now up to 8 hearts. Saber currently has 10 hearts.
To answer the question in chat, Coper Sprite is the beloved Homestar Runner character Trogdor the Burninator, as he burninates the countryside over there on Candle Row, living up to his name.
Now here's Saber in level 4. What?
just boomsticking all of the keys. It's so much overkill, and it's so beautiful to watch. And Coper's gonna check 2Q7 and finds that the bush does not push.
Alright, yep, jkoper finding out that the burn bushes here are not as plentiful as they should be. But Saber finding another one of those red herrings here. You saw that on jkoper's side. Remember, jkoper was ladder blocked on a progression here in level 4, and again, that could be a huge advantage for Saber.
As Saber finds many, many bombs, and needs not many.
Right. And Saber finds the Triforce. Again, doesn't need the Triforce out of level 4, but of course you can always pick it up for a refill. And there's your bait block. Doesn't look like it's required. Takes it out on the get-go. You gotta love that.
As there are more Gibdos in the next room to take it out on.
Yep, 4 hits, or no, 2 hits rather, with the boomstick, and gets bombs that he absolutely positively doesn't need.
To answer the question in chat, what they are looking for,
I'm sorry.
besides level 7 are any potential required items. So exploration items, which at this point would just be recorder. Oh, that room is entirely bait blocked. It could be a corridor staircase. Or no, not a corridor staircase.
Any kind of staircase. That is true. There's no way to get to that room, so there is still a chance. Unless you can bomb south from the eye. You could potentially bomb south from the eye. It's possible. Never mind, here's our item.
So that is just a complete red herring room, not needed at all.
Probably.
And we found the silver.
This. So the silver arrows and the red ring were not confined to level 9. They are shuffled, and Crystal Saber is halfway home to finding everything he needs to defeat Ganon if he ends up being required. That is a huge find. But Bo, still at large.
Absolutely.
So now what Saber's trying to find is the Gleeok room, because that's going to have the floor drop here in level 4. So jkoper finding the location of the magical sword, but it's 2 hearts short of having a shot at it. So no dice at the moment. Here's
there's the Gleeok room.
This will be our drops. Just has to take care of a few Zols, and voila, we've got ourselves an Olive Garden breadstick. It's the recorder.
And the really nice thing about recorder is it is 50-50 chance that it is recorder to unbeaten dungeons. So there's the possibility that this too is going to send him to level 7.
Let's take a look, and what do you know?
Well,
it's
it is
Lake.
It looks like it's to unbeaten.
No.
Oh, it's to unbeaten vanilla location dungeons.
Unbeaten vanilla location. So a tough break there for Crystal Saber. We have the underwater gambling palace here in Hyrule, and Saber wants no part of it. Back to start for jkoper.
But Saber is going to start poking around some recorder spots.
That one's a bust, as we saw a whirlwind, but now he's going to check the graveyard, because this coming up here is a potential spot. This is, I believe, where level 6 is in second quest. Let's take a look. Nothing.
Negative Ghost Rider.
jkoper, meanwhile, is back to the Dead Woods, trying to find some burn spots. That's a potion shop. No dice. Saber going to bomb here. This wasn't much here, but it was a bonus cave. And Saber doing the right thing, in my opinion. He's going to go ahead and pick up the potion, considering he only has a small chance of getting the magical sword. He's on white sword. He does not need the magical sword. It's a solid pickup. He can refill his health twice.
Absolutely. And not only does he have white sword, he's also got boomstick.
Yeah,
there's no reason to even make a play for mags unless he just walks by it.
Very, very little incentive to get the magical sword. Yeah, I completely agree with that. So, Saber, ooh, a whistle spot leads us to level 2, and Saber either going to try to...
He's contemplating.
He's thinking about it, because he knows he just needs level 7's Triforce, but we're not sure, again, if Ganon is even going to be required to beat the seed, and considering this is level 2, I think this is not a bad play. I'd do it.
It is small. Both of the items are going to be on the floor. It's an easy dig.
In fact, I think he's found one of the items right here, because this is the Dig Dogger room. Well, never mind. That's that red herring. There are multiple rooms like that.
Oh. We got Wizropes in 2. Nice bomb drop.
Thankfully, we have a boomstick to bomb them down, so even though they're impervious normally to wand strikes, not in this case, because when you contact the Wizropes, they explode, and they are not impervious to bomb damage. jkoper playing the money-making game again, and loses again. Oh, my.
Oh, and it appears that Book is also Atlas. I realized that he knew it was level 2 as soon as he walked in. And Koper is just gambling his life away right now.
Yep. Gotta know when to hold him and know when to fold him, jkoper. And jkoper realizes that he's gonna retry.
And here's gonna be one of our item drops.
Yes. This one is the Dig Dogger room. Or the Doggo room, excuse me.
The other da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, my tongue is tied as we find a heart container for Crystal Saver. So now he has, if he were to go for, which again I don't think he's going to, he has a 1 in 5 chance of picking up the magic sword.
God, Boomstick is just so beautiful to watch.
Isn't it though? jkoper with 190 rupees has enough to buy the boomstick if he wants to make that choice. But, yep, he will go ahead, and he has enough cash. He's going to buy that boomstick.
That is a very good choice to make. That's probably what he was gambling for.
Oh, look at this gamble paying off for Crystal Saver. He finds the bow, so now he's ready to go into level 9. Whether or not Ganon is required, we can officially say, well, we can't say it yet because we don't. How do we get to level 7? You know what? With what he has, no matter what, he can get there. So Crystal Saver's officially in go mode.
Absolutely, it just has to find 7 and dig around those 33 rooms of...
Of course, it's 33 rooms of pure destruction, so of course we have to find the Triforce Saver. Luckily, we know it's in a Triforce room. That much is established. Those have not been shuffled, thankfully, for Crystal Saver's sake. Nope, that ended up being a whirlwind. He'll try some other spots, though. Crystal Saver in a very powerful position here in game number 1. Remember, it takes 2 games to win and advance to the winner's round of 16. The loser will not be knocked out of the tournament. They'll be sent to the bonus bracket, but they're going to have to fight their way out of there if they want to still have a shot at the championship.
And Saber's going to be checking Recorder like 2.0 for potentially level 7. And there it is.
There it is. Level 7, and it is time to play 33 rooms of pure torture. Crystal Saver, his focus, find the Triforce, get out of here, go to level 9. jkoper is in level 8.
And with vanilla room drops, Saber knows as soon as he finds that Triforce room, he's got the Triforce.
And Saver's going to opt to take the staircase, the transport staircase, and it takes him to the hidden room that's on the upper left corner of level 7.
I was today years old when I learned that that room existed.
Oh, yeah. So he's just looking for the Triforce room. He finds a double river room. jkoper finding Patra Wayne here in level 8. Should be a much
And Saber
easier
finding
find.
1 and 4. Not 4.
Yeah, they're
7.
all over the place. Does that mean we're not going to find him in level 9? I hope not. But we're probably going to, so that's okay.
Yeah.
jkoper just about, yep, he's wrapped up the Patra fight. Meanwhile, Saber going to plow through that Gliog, knows he doesn't have to take it down. jkoper found the transport, opting not to take it. He finds the Triforce, not going to grab it just yet. Gliog returns with the raft, so yep, we're definitely, it's either helpful or mixed. I'm starting to get the vibes that it's helpful hints.
Boomsticking the Dodongos is so cool.
It sure is. Alright, here's a Moldorm easy fight. We know they rolled to 0. Look at all the keys Crystal Saber has. Normally we would say Saber's going to find the any key here at level 7, but we know it's in 5.
But level 7 is still doing what level 7 does.
Yep, it gets our runners lost, and even as pro of a runner as Saber is, level 7 doing its thing. And jkoper going to forfeit one of his heart containers because he can't afford the 50 rupee toll. There's the red candle for Crystal Saber.
Fred.
You need to pick it up. But hey, it was right there. It's a French vanilla situation. The real Fred, it would have happened behind the staircase. So I call it French vanilla, but I guess close enough.
Well, what is the French equivalent of Fred?
No idea.
Frederic.
I didn't take French, unfortunately, so I can't answer that question. But yeah, Crystal Saber, yep, level 7, doing it level 7 things. But again, right now, jkoper still needs... Now, at this point, jkoper has to hope at this point that Ganon's not required. And he's got to hurry. Saber getting a lot of cash from these ropes. jkoper still trying to find items here in this level 8. Being ladder blocked out of that level 4. Remember, jkoper was there earlier, and that again is our golden ticket to get to level 7. It was behind the Recorder Lake in the second quest spot, as jkoper does find his white sword, should help him out. I don't know how many rooms Saber has explored at this level 7, but it's got to be pushing 2/3.
Oh, at least. Definitely more than a vanilla speedrun would ever see.
Yeah, again, that's the nature of level 7. You're hoping it's one of those levels that takes, a few rooms and you're out of there, but more often than not, it's close to, if not a complete full clear. Here's the Triforce.
There we go. If level 9 is the great equalizer, then level 7 is the mediocre equalizer.
Yeah, it's right up there with level 9. That's why I give it the nickname 33 Rooms of Pure Insert Calamity Word in the title. But Crystal Saber is now eligible to go into level 9. So this is what Crystal Saber is looking for. If Ganon is required, there are, of course, old men with hints. And what we've seen so far have been helpful hints. One is where Ganon is. One is where, in Saber's case, where Link is. One could be the location of what is guarding the compass, and one is about the location of the silver arrows. Those are hints that Saber's going to be wanting to look for here in level 9 if Ganon is required. Now, where is Link? Is going to be behind a shutter door if Ganon is required. A single shutter door room. Full clear of the room, doesn't open, Ganon's required. If he's not required, like that...
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God.
3 rooms and done. So much for the great equalizer, ladies and gentlemen. That was amazing. Get your GGs out for Crystal Saber. Ganon was not required all along, and jkoper has waved the white flag. This one is in the books.
Ate My Steel in chat, just referred to as the Great Frequalizer.
That is the
Great.
fastest level 9 you will ever see. I didn't even get to finish all of the description. That is all she wrote. This one is over.
And we do have an immediate forfeit from Coper, understandably so. We do have a double header today. Ah, one of the days that I'm sad to not be catching the audio. The Cosmo Canyon theme for Final Fantasy VII was our recorder tune, and that is just it's one of the most beautiful pieces of music.
Yeah, as I always like to say, I mean, I had the audio muted, obviously, but when in doubt, guess a Final Fantasy song.
Yeah.
In any event, man, that is one of the fastest level 9s you will ever see, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Into the torch room, 2 rooms north. Boom. And we will be taking a short break. I believe that we are foregoing interviews until the end of the.
Yep, you're right. So we're gonna be right back. Coming up next, game number 2 between Crystal Saver and jkoper. If Saver wins this game, he will advance to the round of 16. So stick around, folks. We will return.